basically started at the start of 2014. Just went out and rode bike since I was a kid, and really just fancied doing it on the track instead of on the road. I had an accident on the road when I was about 17, and ever since then it just put me off of riding, really, sort of with other cars and things like that. So I thought the safest place would be to come and do it at a track, and I live sort of 30 minutes away from Brands Hatch, so Brands Hatch was my most local track for me. Done my first track day in 2013, and ever since then haven't looked back. Absolutely loved it, and hence the reason I started racing this year. Won my championship for this season, and I don't think I'll ever give it up now. So. Yeah, well, my dad rode bikes when he was younger. He'd always rode bikes since he was a kid, so basically it just grown in the family. I was always around bikes when I was younger. I got a little mini motors when I was 12 years old, so that's how I learned how to actually stay on two wheels, and yeah, just grew up that way, really. On track days, not as much. It's just enjoyment. You go out there for fun. On a race, I suffer with nerve quite bad before a race. You have to sit there and sort of have to think about and sort of send out a little prayer to people up there, make sure they're looking over you and things like that. But yeah, no, but on a race day I'll get very nervous. On track days it's more enjoyment and having fun with a few friends and things like that. Yeah, most of my friends now, my friend base now is mainly racing, something mostly to do with bikes, whether they be racing, whether they're mechanics, whether they own bike shops and things like that. My main friends now are all to do with racing. So yeah, outside of racing, I have a few close friends, but now it is strictly my life is permanently racing. So all the people that I know here today are all from racing. Like I said, I started at the start of this year. Met them. Everyone's kind of with club racing. It's kind of a friendly atmosphere. It's like a family-based thing. Everyone sort of helps everyone. I started here in February on my own. Turned up with a car and a bike on the back of a trailer on my own with no spare hands, and everyone sort of just threw in a hand and helped me out. Really, it is a really social thing to get into. Outside of racing, I'm not really a big drinker. I'm 23 years old. I don't really go out drinking and things like that. So my socialising is coming away for the weekend to come racing, and I leave on a Thursday night and see maybe 50, 60 friends over the weekend. Have a great laugh with them, clubhouse presentation, and then you go home after the weekend, counting down the weekends to go back to racing. So.